What's hood with you? This is Opinionated 3000. I'm your host, Mr. Opinionated. Let's jump right in and see what they got cooking.
This is my husband's car.
Well, it's abandoned in the middle of the road, so it's getting towed. You left it here.
I just left it 5 minutes ago.
Why'd you leave it in the road?
Because it broke down. I'm waiting on my dad to come.
All right, well, tow truck's on the way, so.
Really?
Really?
I'm sorry. Why?
What do you mean, why? I turned around on y'all. Y'all parked in a driveway.
I'm going to give my opinion right off top. Those are the sunglasses of Karen. She is a junior Karen in the making. She might not be full-fledged yet because she's kind of young, but it's leaning in that direction.
Then I go down there, then y'all drop the car and leave.
Yeah, because it's messing up. It's been overheating.
Okay.
When I just told you, my dad's on his way.
3:38, Kenny. The driver disappeared. The passenger's still not here.
My dad is on his way to tow it.
You have a driver's license with you?
Not on me. I locked my keys. My stuff's in the car.
Yeah, well, you had the keys at one point because you were driving the vehicle.
I wasn't driving the vehicle.
You were driving the vehicle. I seen you driving the vehicle. I'm not going to argue with you. Okay?
Why are you being rude?
Why are you lying to me?
I'm not lying to you. Can you
See, that's what women do, not Karens, but Karens probably do that too. She said she wasn't driving the vehicle. He says, you were driving the vehicle. I'm not finna play that game with you. And immediately, instead of her talking about the facts are, were you driving the vehicle or not? She goes to, why are you being mean to me? It's like immediately with some women, when some women can't argue with logic, they switch over into this other state of, now we're going to talk about my emotions instead of talking about the facts. He said you was driving and you immediately was like, why are you being mean to me? Just take all the focus off of the initial issue and let's talk about how you feel about this now. All right, ladies, I'm waiting for y'all in the comments. I know y'all coming. If I have more than 3 people watching my videos at this point.
Because I was driving the vehicle?
Yes, I can prove you were driving the vehicle.
You can't.
Yeah, where's your driver's license?
I just told you, I don't have it on me.
Well,
Hey.
now she wants to decline. She was driving the vehicle, but she doesn't have an ID. She doesn't have keys.
I left my stuff in the car. I'm literally on the phone with my dad.
Well, you don't have keys. It's broke down. It's getting towed. You can. It's not your car, so we can't give it to you anyways.
It's my husband's car. Right now, he's incarcerated.
All right.
He left it
Prove
to
your
me.
identity that it's your husband.
My identity, we have different last names.
All right. Well,
I have a marriage certificate. I can go back way back home to get.
No.
Nah. Time to pay the bills.
Hey.
She had a black male with her.
Yeah, we saw him.
Oh, y'all did.
I did. I don't know if you noticed. When she was getting out of the car, she was walking up to the house, but when we went back by, they weren't there.
She have keys for it? Or? She had to. She was driving it. That's probably why she don't want to give me a license.
It's her cousin's car, and he's in jail. What's she doing with a niglet? The unthinkable.
I've seen her driving. No. There's a wallet in there. You got to inventory it anyway, so. Yeah, it is locked. Yeah, there's a wallet under the seat and a wallet in the center console.
So you saw them when you came up?
Yeah, so they were driving. They were coming off Spencer's. I don't know if they had a seatbelt on. I turned around on her. They pulled into this house next to where the shooting happened. Pulled into that house. They got out, act like they were working on the car. I see them pull out. As soon as they see my car, they dip down here.
So they there on a shooting call, or is this a previous shooting? Or I would have thought they would have handled it a little different if they're looking for a shooting suspect.
And then they must have came down here. My thing is they had dope on them and they got rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee she doesn't have a license. There you go. Sam, back up here a little bit in my space. Back up.
Oh, I said junior Karen. Oh no. She looking a lot older than what I thought. I thought she was like in her early 20s. Now she's looking late 30s. Early 40s.
I'm backing up. Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Corporal Kronk.
Corporate Brown. Your name and badge number?
Officer Hayes.
Badge number?
I mean, even crackheads could know their rights though, right? So she doing right.
351.
228.
3 what?
228.
228? Thank you.
He backed my car up. And make sure he doesn't back up till I get my car out of the way.
Hey, they can pop that open, right?
I think so.
I don't see why not.
We don't have keys for it and it's locked up.
After being able to open the vehicle's door, the officers proceed to search it. They eventually find a black backpack with a crystal-like substance, 2 glass smoking pipes with burnt residue, and a broken pill inside.
Her husband is not going to like that.
The suspect, now identified as Alexis, had walked down the street away from the traffic stop. One officer goes to get her.
Quit pulling away from me.
What am I doing? Why can't you give me your
Quit.
keys then?
Stop.
I am stopped.
Stop pulling away from me.
I
What's
am.
up with
I'm
all
not
them
pulling
sores
from
all
you.
over?
I'm not fucking pulling
Relax
from
your
you.
arms.
I am relaxed.
Let your conscience be free.
Why are you arresting me? Come on, walking down the street. Why are you arresting me? You didn't give me no citation or anything.
I don't have to give you a citation.
So why am I being arrested?
Driving without a license so far, and then your crack pipes that you got are meth pipes.
What? Are you serious right now? I
on.
didn't have shit in my car.
Come on.
I didn't fucking have shit in my car. Ow!
Quit.
What?
Yeah, but you were driving your car and nobody's been in there since you got out of your car because you locked the doors. So anything in your car, that's yours. That's just yours. You might as well write your name on it. And the black dude, if he's a drug addict and not a dealer, either way, he's not going to say, nah, that was my dope. No, never that. That's yours.
What the fuck?
You're being dramatic. You're being very dramatic. Get up.
Why are you arresting me?
Get up.
Why are you arresting me first?
Get up, or I'm going to
Why can't
lift you up.
my rights is for you to tell me.
You have a right to remain silent. That's the right you
why
have right now.
you
So
are
stand up.
arresting me. Why are you arresting me? Because I didn't have nothing in my car.
I'm not playing your games. Stand up.
It's okay. This swollen face too that you did, right?
That you just fell and act like you're trying to be
I
something.
didn't hit my face.
Everything's on camera.
Now, if I was that cop and she's already making accusations that weren't true, like you see my face, my swollen face and all that, making it seem like he hit her, I would be nervous as hell about driving her down to the police station with just me and her in the car. She could make all kind of accusations.
For 3 days, right? And I was not driving.
Okay.
My friend was driving.
No, he was in the passenger seat.
No, he wasn't.
Okay, we're not-
You gotta get your eyes checked.
Yes, I guess so.
Y'all have been harassing me for 3 days, and I want to know why.
Are you really the last person to find out about the
Time
skip
to
ads
pay the
forever button?
bills.
This is Pi, and if it sounds familiar to you, it's probably because you've seen.
Hey, Kronk, so whenever I got out with her, told her to put her hands behind her back, she pulled from me several times. As we're walking back to the car, I had to grab her. She just...
There's a female cop there. In my eyes, there's no way she should go in the back seat of that cop. If a male cop can't search a woman and they have to call a female woman to search women, a female woman, if they have to call a female cop just to frisk a woman, then the same rules should happen when it comes to transporting women. A female cop should definitely be in that car. I mean, you already see cops are willing to break the law and kick a little ass from here and there, here to there. They're willing to plant things on people. Why would you think that them touching a woman is just, no, they would never do that. No, there need to be rules in place to protect women. Period.
threw herself down to the ground. She's like, "Oh, you just kicked me in the ankle." Okay, just being super dramatic. I have not searched her, so we can.
That was
Yeah,
in
that's.
her car there.
Yeah.
Do a use of force. I can get her to.
I mean, it's not a use of force. There was no force used.
Okay.
She dropped herself on the ground. You know, search her for
She
me.
threw a temper tantrum.
Step out of the car. Face this car.
Spread your feet for me.
Why am I being arrested? And why can't anybody answer?
Drug possession, drug paraphernalia, and driving on a suspended license. I've already told you.
Lie. That is a damn lie. So you tell me you planted drugs on my car?
We got body cameras to prove that we didn't.
Right.
Do you want me to check in her boots?
Yeah, and the shoes.
You have anything on you that we need to know about, hun?
No.
Okay. All right, listen, I'm going to take your shoes off.
Hey, she definitely gets an A plus for effort. I mean, she's giving her all. She's showing she's a Karen. She's throwing temper tantrums. Now she said, "Oh, so you're gonna plant drugs in my car?" This lady's gonna go places other than prison, other places.
Stay where you're at. Feet spread, okay? How do these come off? Is there a zipper? Okay. Keep a hand on it for me.
I've already gave you answers.
No, I don't want him to touch me. He's already yanked me around. You're hurting my arm.
I am barely holding you.
No,
You're pulling
not.
away, hurting
I'm not
yourself.
pulling.
Step out of this one.
I'm not pulling. Sitting there squeezing my arm.
I'm not squeezing nothing. I'm holding your arm.
Put your foot back in.
It's being very dramatic.
I don't want to talk to my attorney.
Okay, then quit talking to us.
Up. There we go.
Put my leg.
Foot down. All right, put in.
So I'm
Have a seat.
Okay.
No one pushed you. Quit being dramatic.
Okay, you're being dramatic.
No, you are. You have any test kits in your car? Wet test kits, not these ones?
I think so, yeah.
Cocaine and, yeah, cocaine's fine. So you got blue and orange? Mm-hmm. It's more pink and orange though? Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go with it's tested for meth. No wind at all until you want to start messing with dope. What a disaster. So I mean, this is tested.
Yeah, the dangerous thing is that wind picking up. Let's say if that has some fentanyl in it, just the tiniest bit of fentanyl is enough to cause a drug overdose. I've seen plenty of videos where cops just searching through the trunk of somebody's car that had fentanyl in it was enough for them to OD and pass out and need, I think it's called Narcan, to come back. And I could be wrong, but I think Narcan is like pure adrenaline that gets your heart back pumping when you overdose. That's what I think it is.
So it's fentanyl, but I have a white rock that was in there, so it's probably meth with cut with fentanyl. Let me turn the AC on, roll these windows down. Wake up! Hey! Hey! Wake up! You just want EMS checker out. Okay, give me EMS 51.
Damn, did she OD? Oh. You got to, if she didn't OD, she's got to know for a fact she's going to prison. They say if they put you in an interrogation room and you fall asleep, then you're guilty. She didn't even make it to the jail and she fell asleep, so she must be super guilty.
15. She's breathing. As soon as I walked to the car, she put her head down. So.
Oh, she's just bullshitting.
We got EMS coming to check you out. Before you head out, I'm gonna grab my drink out of your car.
Yeah, they have water, but they like to
Yeah, you can't have water in the back of a cop car.
Right? Yeah, and you did not give me any reason why you arrested me. You just told me to
I gave you a
get on the
lawful order,
ground,
you kept
put your
pulling away from
hands-
me.
I did not pull away from you. And besides, I am 98 pounds. What am I gonna do against you?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, and everything.
That cop is funny as hell. He's definitely an asshole, but he's funny. He's not really an asshole, though. If I keep doing these videos, I'm going to fuck around and be pro-cop. I notice I'm slightly changing a little bit. Like a lot of these videos, I'm starting to side with the police and everything. Good Lord, what I'm doing.
He found in my car was not in my car. Why are you wearing my sunglasses? They look just like mine.
Yeah, I promise you they're not.
I guess you wear those sunglasses.
That would have been hilarious if he put her sunglasses on and he's arrested her.
When EMS arrived, Alexis claimed she passed out in the back of the patrol vehicle due to heat. To be safe, it was determined she should be transported to a hospital. Upon arriving at the hospital, Alexis advised that she had no complaints and didn't need to be seen. She requested to be discharged, and her request was granted. She was then taken to Lake County Jail without further incident. During the officers' field testing for drugs, the white crystal-like substance tested positive for approximately 0.32 grams of methamphetamine. The 2 smoking pipes also tested positive for methamphetamine, and the broken pill was identified as Xanax. Alexis's driving history revealed.
Oh, Alexis and Buddy was getting to it. Like, they had enough for a party. She was going to be returned to her husband tampered with.
2 previous driving with a suspended license convictions. For this case, she was charged with her 3rd driving with a suspended license offense, possession of methamphetamine, possession of Xanax, possession of drug paraphernalia, and resisting without violence, totaling a bond of $9,500. She was released the next day on a C bond. She is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
It's true, police are alerted when they see suspicious behavior. So many people may not be aware, but most police officers have instincts, and when officers observe suspicious behavior, their instincts kick in, and it could be a person loitering too long, or for the sake of this video, a vehicle parked in an unusual spot. So with today's case out of Lady Lake Police Department, police observed some shifty behavior of some occupants in a car, and as the officer arrives, he notices a vehicle abandoned in the middle of the road. And as the officer's investigating, he's met by one of the occupants, and she tells the officer a story that her car has broken down. But the officer quickly informs her that he did see her try and give him the slip a few minutes earlier, then abandoned the car when they thought he was out of sight. And as she tries to plead her case, the officer informs her that the vehicle will be getting towed because she cannot produce a driver's license, even though the officer allegedly saw her operating the vehicle. Now, after more.
Now look, I'm done with watching the vehicle the video. Well, no, I guess I'll watch it today, and I want to know how much time she got. But if they was thinking at all, the cops not around when she jumped out the vehicle, she should have took whatever drugs, knowing that the cops were, at least she was on the radar. Or she wouldn't have felt like she had to lock the door, lock with the keys inside the car so nobody could get in it. So she knew the cops was at least interested. Why not take the bullshit out and throw that out? If she would have did that, she would have just got a ticket for driving after suspension. I'm just saying.
More units arrive on scene. The female approaches the officers again, phone in hand, while asking for name and badge numbers. And let me add this, I don't know if this is an attempt to put fear into these officers, and although as a citizen you do have the right to get names and badge numbers, these officers are being professional. So in my opinion, in doing this, she's pretty...
They are being professional. They seem like they're way more patient than the average cop would usually be. And she's acting within her rights. There's nothing wrong with her saying, yeah, let me get this. Let me get y'all's information and all that. But let's not pretend that she's not doing that. It's kind of low key like a threat. Like, I'm going to pursue something here. So she's not just an informed citizen. She's hoping that that'll scare them into letting her go or whatever. So she definitely weaponized it.
Pretty much wasting her phone battery. And when the tow truck arrives, the officers do have to do an inventory of the car to make sure there's no weapons or contraband in the car. And what do they find? Some possible drug paraphernalia in a black bag. And when the officer goes to get the female, no surprise, she begins to resist. Keep in mind, the officer did say that he observed the female driving the vehicle. And when this goes to court, it will have to be proven, in fact, those possible drugs belong to the female. But the way she was carrying on with being taken into custody, falling on the ground, in my opinion, was some seriously bad acting, because she went from crying to being perfectly fine in seconds. And at this point, EMS does show up to make sure she was okay, because she claimed that she passed out. But many times suspects do this to slow down the process of the arrest. But lastly, although we get a first-hand view of these arrests, these are still people who have probably had many run-ins with the law and many unsuccessful rehabilitation attempts. So we have to continue to try to implement programs that can be transformative, like community service or counseling, to address the root causes of these issues. That's all I have. Remember to be safe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
So we don't know how much time she got and all that good stuff, which I definitely wanted to find out, because what Buddy was doing, he was bumping his gums like me, pretty much. He didn't add or take away from the video. Well, y'all know what to do. Comment, like, and subscribe, and let's talk about it in the comments. Oh, and click on one of these Support your boy. 3 Stacks out.